It's been a while since I've been on here to rant or talk about anything. Um, Hello to those of you listening. Please remember to like and subscribe. Um, Today, my rant is just about the natural hair movement, and I think I've just gotten to a point where I'm like literally tired of hearing women say the natural hair movement failed them or the natural hair movement failed in general. And my source of confusion comes from the question of what were your expectations for the natural hair movement? What were you expecting it to do for you that it didn't? And I'd actually want people to answer this question for me because I feel like I'm confused about it. For me, the natural hair movement was a way to get information, to be able to see other girls, other women do their hair and, I don't know, get inspiration from them and do my own trial and errors on my hair for myself and figure out what works for me. And I feel like a lot of women looked to the natural hair movement to kind of, I don't know, free them from the shackles of hating their own hair. I don't know. I feel like a lot of women looked to the movement to somehow give them this light bulb moment where they switch from having some resentment towards their hair and then, you know, they switch to loving it and accepting it for what it is and all that. And I, for one, I don't think that that was what the natural hair movement was for. I don't know. I feel like it's unfair to put those kind of, I don't know, like giant ass expectations on the natural hair movement because we all know that self love and self acceptance is a personal journey. Looking to the movement to somehow fix some sort of self hate issues you have, I feel like would have been the beginning of it failing for you because that is not what it was meant to do. I don't think so. I mean, if you feel differently, you can, comment down below. But for me personally, I didn't look to the natural hair movement to make me love my hair or accept my hair for what it was. I looked to the movement for information and to see other women with my own hair type and see how they deal with their hair, what they do to it, how they style it, how they wash it. Like, there's so much information about natural hair on social media now than there ever was. And that is as a result of the natural hair movement. The natural hair movement opened the floodgates for information concerning natural hair, what to do with it, how to wear it, what styles to do, and all that. And that is what I honestly felt that most women would have gotten out of it. But to see, a lot of women come forth and say that the natural hair movement failed them is quite shocking to hear because it begs the question, what were you expecting from it? That is my own question too. Like, what exactly were you expecting from the movement? What problems were you expecting the movement to solve for you that it didn't? Another point I also want to make is a lot of women who feel that the natural hair movement failed also have this sentiment that part of the blame for that should go to women with looser curl textures or the mixed race girlies, and I find that very hypocritical because I feel like everyone has a place. Every curly haired woman has a place in the natural hair movement, and it's not owned by whether it's a 4C girl or a 4B girl or a 4A girl or a 3C girl or a 3B girl. Like, it's not owned by one. It's a mixture of different women with different curl textures and different curl sizes and different kinky textures and all that. So to say that the natural hair movement failed for you because the girls with looser curl textures kind of usurped the movement is quite crazy to me to say. It's also very hypocritical because most of these girlies, the loose textured girlies, most of their subscribers and followers were women with kinkier curl textures. Like, you can literally go to their comments and see women with 4C, 4B hair be like, oh, my hair could never do that. Oh, my 4C hair could never do that. This is not from a lack of 4C women or women with kinkier curl textures, having videos online instructing how to do their hair or wash their hair or any of these, because they've always been women online with kinkier curl textures. It just so happens that a lot of women with kinkier curl textures go to the pages of women with looser curl textures to basically complain about their hair and make it seem like it's this curse that was bestowed upon them and they don't know what to do with it and all that in the comment sections of women with looser curl textures. So it's just like, who are we fooling here? When the natural hair movement was at its prime, a lot of you were flocking to girlies with hair textures that look nothing like yours to tell them how much you hate your own hair, instead of focusing on women making content, women who matched your hair texture, who were making content about like how to take care of their hair and all that. So what are we really saying here? Who did this movement really fail? Like, why did it fail you? Because why do you feel left behind by the movement? Like, that is my own genuine question. What exactly about the movement makes you feel like it failed on whatever level? Because for me, generally, it was to put information about natural hair out there and to also platform women with different curl types, make it easier to get information, make it easier to get tips and styling ideas and all that. And it definitely did that. It definitely put hair care brands on their feet. They started making more products for us. I still cannot wrap my head around why someone would say that the natural hair movement failed. Like, please answer this question for me. Like, what exactly were you expecting from the movement to say that it failed you? Like, that's what I want to know. That's genuinely what I want to know. That's my question.